Praise be to your holy name, Father, in the name of Yeshua. I come to you, praising you and glorifying you above all things. Bless this video, bless it, and let it be your words spoken and not mine. Because you are wanting to bring us back to be one with you. So today I'm coming and I'm going to talk about the second commandment. And I believe we all know what the second commandment pretty well says, that you shall not have any other gods besides me. You shall not make for yourself a sculptured image. You cannot make anything in the likeness of anything and bow down to it. In Exodus 23 and 6, go read it for yourself exactly what that commandment says in the scriptures. You search it out. You need to read the scriptures. A human being should not have to sit and tell you word for word what the scriptures are saying. You need for yourself go look and see what it says. That you cannot have any graven images. And that's even right down to the fact of any graven images, even of God, Yahweh himself. Because in Deuteronomy, it says in the 4th chapter, starting with the 15th verse, and I'm going to read this to you. It's very important. Therefore watch out for yourselves, since you did not see a shape of any kind on that day Adonai spoke to you in Hebron upon the mountain from the fire. That's all they saw was fire, and the thundering and lightning they heard. Do not become corrupt and make yourself a carven image having the shape of any figure, anything, not even of himself. If you'd been able to see it, you wasn't supposed to make a graven image of God, of Yahweh. Not a representation of a human being, male or female. If you do, make a graven image of it, picture, whatever, male or female, or a representative of any animal on earth, or a representative of any bird that flies in the air, or a representative of anything that creeps along on the ground, or a representative of any fish in the water below the shoreline. For the same reason, do not look up at the sky, at the sun, moon, stars, or anything in the sky, and be drawn away to worship and serve them. Adonai, your God, has allotted these to all people under the entire sky. In other words, we all are allowed to look up and see the gorgeous night sky, and I love the stars and the moon, and go out there on a full moon night and just lay and look at the stars, but I don't worship them. They're not my God. They're not my God. No, you, Adonai, have taken and brought out of the molten furnace out of Egypt to be the people inherited for him as you are today. So he's telling them, I looked down in all your bondage, all your suffering, and I took you out of that bondage of Egypt. We are taken out of the bondage of this world, but we are not to make any graven images. I'm sorry to have to say, but everybody has pounced on them all the time anyway. But we all know that the Catholics, and I don't judge the, people that go there because they are in darkness. They don't see. They have to have saints to pray to. No, that is not pleasing. When you walk into a Catholic church, because at one time I had, in my vast wanderings, I thought I would seek it out and say, maybe I need to become a Catholic. They seem so holy. Well, when the priest said there was one thing I had to do, was choose a saint to pray to, I looked at him and I said, I pray to Jesus Christ. And he says, oh no, you have to have a saint. And that's when I walked out and never went back. Because we can not have anything, even a Saint Peter, Saint Paul, Saint James, or whoever, we can't have them standing between us and God. That is a graven image. That is putting a human being between you and the God of all creation, the one Yahweh who stood in the midst and created us all. And we cannot do that. We have to put him first and foremost in our life. That's the reason why we've never seen his image, because he doesn't want it done that way. And it says, this is what Yeshua said in John 4:23 and 24. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father is seeking such to worship him. Yahweh is a spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. So in other words, we have to worship him in spirit. And there's no way that we can reduce God, Yahweh, into a molten image. It is impossible. He is bigger. He is beyond all images. And we cannot put anything above him in any way, shape, or form. We cannot put pictures on the wall and same as worship that person. No. I can't put a picture of my husband up on the wall, or my children up on the wall, or anywhere else, and honor them, because I must honor Yahweh in all things and in all ways. I must have my love concentrated on him and not on the things of this world. For if you go to Timothy and read Timothy, 1 Timothy 6, chapter 6, verse 6 through 11, and you will see that we sometimes put things above. We bicker and we quarrel about things, and we get that love of money in our heart. The love of money is the root of all evil, because the more we have, the more we want, and the more we want, the more we get. And then that is laying treasures up here on earth and not into heaven. And that is a total abomination. I'm sorry, but it is. We cannot put anything, anyone, or even our own self above Yahweh. We have to put him above all things. We have to worship him above all things. And if we're not, if we're always on the defensive about everything, and if we are always saying, hear me, hear me, hear me, no. It's hear Yahweh. Hear the Ruach Kadesh speaking into your spirit. Let him flow. Let Yahweh flow in you. Let him just speak into your mind. And let him go through you in every way, shape, and form. Father, I come today, and I'm pleading the blood over this. And I'm pleading the blood that you will cover the people that hear this, and let them put you first and foremost. Not to worship any human being, and not to worship any object, not to worship the things that we might get, the home, the cars, the riches of this world is nothing. I just plead your blood of protection right now in the name of Yeshua. And please listen to me. Love Yahweh above all things, above all people. Love Him and worship Him through His Son, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, for He paid the price for you. I didn't. I didn't. My car didn't. My dog didn't. Yeshua paid that price because why? The Father loves us, and we need to put Him first and foremost above all things.